Right? Just baby, you you know I never meant to do you no harm. I just need. Oh, hello! Welcome to the Hill Have Bones. I am Valen, the sprightly Seto, who is a rogue sorcerer. I am joined by the greatest motherfuckers to ever fuck mothers. Well, something's not processing. Why? For some reason, the Zoom isn't being captured at all. That is, yeah. I I just happened to it again. I don't know where. What is going on here?
Yeah.
No, that's me. Yep. That is. Somebody say something.
Motherfucker.
This is me attempting to help the Zoom.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
That's being. Yep, we got you.
Okay.
Hello.
Sweet.
All right.
Hello.
Again, the greatest motherfuckers to ever fuck mothers.
Just completely thrown off.
Mike.
What, did I go now?
Yes, go.
Yep.
I'm a motherfucker. First motherfucker. There was no motherfuckers before me. I am the alpha fucker. And my name is Steve, the Furblood Druid. I got a wife and 2 kids. And I fucked that mom.
It's actually true.
I am the Wojak beta face motherfucker. My name is Sophia. I play Walden, the Warforged Barbarian Ranger.
Fuck is a Warforged?
Right.
I am motherfucker number 3, Joe, aka Jorg, the Goliath Barbarian, the ruthless motherfucker of the mountains.
I am Khaleesi, mother of fuckers. And call me mom. And I play as Minute.
Oh my god. And I am Sage. I'm a silly little sausage and I fuck occasionally. Not necessarily mothers. Sometimes it really depends. Sometimes they're dads.
Depends on the mood.
And this is the Hills Have Bones.
Brought to you by Disney.
brought to you by
HBO.
Multiple.
Viagra.
Oh, God. Brought to you by Derailment.
Yes.
Has your ADHD been running amok?
Nice.
This is a D&D game that I've been DMing for a little bit, and these guys have been playing for a little bit, and we come and have fun on Thursdays. Last time we tried to have fun on a Thursday. The group was split as Liza, the turtle that the party had grown attached to, unfortunately had a mishap with the law, and guards escorted her out of the university. The group that went to secure Lucred's home found that while it wasn't savable, some of the information was salvageable and hideable. As they infiltrated the university through a side window, they were able to find a room with some misplaced furniture and a torn piece of paper. After doing a detect magic spell, they were able to find that there could be some traces leading somewhere else. But at the moment, they can't seem to work out necessarily if there's anything in this room. But there's definitely somebody left here in a hurry, and there is a piece of paper missing. We go back into the session to start with Steve. Are you there, Steve?
Right. Me.
That's you.
What's going on?
So as you fly as a vulture tailing these guards, I'd like you to make a stealth roll, please.
Hey, stealth roll.
Yes, please.
Oh, do I get vulture stealth? Probably not.
I think birds are advantage with perception, not stealth.
But they might have like a stealth roll you can use. It's not nothing, you know.
I didn't open vulture. Give me a second. I saw it. It's the same as an owl.
For your roll, you gotta yell out, "Go!"
I would like to confirm that is true.
Cannon.
Scan it.
All the monsters. Vulture, go. Well, it doesn't like me searching for that right now, so I'm just gonna roll regular stealth.
Yep, that's fine.
And it's gonna freeze. Thanks, D&D Beyond. Boom, baby!
Oh,
I'm a stealthy motherfucker!
nice. Ideal. You managed to lose the attention of some guards who, although weren't suspicious particularly of a vulture, were slightly suspicious at being followed by the vulture. However, that you have lost their sighting. And roll me perception, please.
Roll you perception.
Yes, please.
I think I get advantage on that.
Yes, you do.
Advantage, perception, go. I see some things.
How badly did he pierce the veil this time?
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, you're able to see Liza get taken in. You are able to see roughly the wing of the jail that she's taken into. And you have a kind of scope out while you're there, and you're able to kind of get a rough indication of where watchtowers might be. So like this structure here, and this structure here seem to have watching towers. And Liza seems to be kept around this area, which I will mark on the map where she is. And then you're a bird.
All right. Now let's see what's going on. I'm gonna go back to the university section to investigate what I saw with my vision.
Okay. Cool. So what I'm gonna say is you're gonna look for the others, but in the meantime, I'm gonna just catch up with them to see how they do. So yeah, you guys are in that room that I described to you at the end of last session. Is there any kind of things that you want to double check while you're here, or is there any particular direction you're thinking of heading?
Inside the university or out?
Yes, inside the university.
Now, it has been a couple of weeks. Do you mind just giving me like a quick overview of the room?
Yeah, absolutely. So the room you're currently in seems to be a study-like room. There are multiple desks, and the bookcases here seem to have books that have already been taken out of the main library. Could you roll me investigation, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna be the lookout, see if someone comes to this particular room.
Yeah, I'll have you do a sleight of hand, I think maybe to like, because the way I see it is you're you're looking for other people, so you're doing kind of stealth and perception, which I feel like sleight of hand is kind of the mixture. Like it's that kind of I'm being sneaky about other people rather than I'm being sneaky about just me.
Okay.
But we'll get into why exactly that is in a moment. And the perception, sorry, investigation was 14, 12. Cool. Thank you very much. Your investigation is able to uncover that some of these books, because you kind of we're refamiliarizing with the room, right? So some of these books, you notice that they don't necessarily belong into this room. This does seem to be a study area. The chair that's specifically knocked over and where you found the torn piece of paper, the piece of paper is missing a corner of it. And as you're kind of trying to like familiarize yourself a little more, and you notice that Newt has gone over to the door to kind of keep lookout, it kind of starts to dawn on you that some of these books have different like markings on them, and maybe that suggests what libraries they've come from. And Newt, with your sleight of hand, you're able to see that there is a sticker on the door frame that you remove. You don't see anyone waiting outside the doorway, but you manage to remove it in one piece, and you take it over to Walden. But you don't see anyone, but you flag that there's this sticker, and you're able to remove it. It's purple.
Alright.
What's this?
I'm not sure.
It tastes purple.
I don't know if you should eat that. Just go ahead and grab that from you. Yeah. Okay, so the books have these different symbols on them, and then there was this sticker on one of them of just purple. Are there any other stickers?
So from your investigation, I'd say you do notice some of the books have markings, some of them have stickers that are colored.
Okay, yeah. All right.
It seems to you that like it's plausible that this is some form of kind of like library system, right? That they're not using like we would use a Dewey Decimal System or like a numbered system, whereas it seems that they have a slightly different system. Maybe it relates to like the certain magics they teach. You're not 100% sure, but it's you're not super familiar with whatever system it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a quick skim through the books so I can get like an understanding of what like this system is. Not like I'm not gonna like spend longer than like a minute or two here, but I'll just kind of like leaf through and try to see like, oh, it's this topic and whatnot. See if I find any correlations real quick.
Yeah. Can you give me whatever intelligence, whether you'd rather do history, religion, or like some kind of culture check?
Okay. I think those are all +1. I guess we'll do history. Well, that wasn't great.
8. I think for 8, what I'd say is you definitely confirm that this is 100% a sorting system. And I think what I'd say is you piece together that it would be odd that the sticker would be on the door frame, because like it doesn't seem like they're poorly stuck on the books, and like this is clearly important for them to be sorted correctly. So I think you'd piece together that seems out of place. but not necessarily what the system is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Can I? Is the door like? Am I unable to open it?
The door is open.
Okay, I'll just. I don't think I'm gonna spend a huge amount of more time on this right now. There doesn't seem to be like it's good to know, but I don't. There's no active need for the information right now, so I'll just go through the door, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I have my monocle open, like fully with the detect magicking, like so I can see it easier.
So it's a casting of the spell, so it isn't something you can just.
Oh, it's not. It's not like an action.
So you've got charges now, I believe, on your.
I haven't attuned to the new stuff. It's still
Okay.
only the first level with that only has the detect magic.
Okay. I think it's like 3 on the we'll sort it out after, but for now, like, I'll give to you for free that you wouldn't necessarily see any more than those kind of I believe we said there were footprints leading out, that there was almost an aura of magic on the footprints leading out, but that you hadn't noticed anything specifically magic within this part of the university. It's at this point, as you guys, I'm assuming, make your way kind of subtly out of this part and try to like maybe look for other places with books. You notice a vulture inside this kind of slightly open interior. And actually, I will show you. 1 second.
Is he in eyesight?
Yes.
Once he gets to be 120 feet away, I kind of like give him the old finger guns, and like in his head he hears, it's like, are you a normal bird or are you Steve?
You just see one wing like, oh.
All right, that's. Oh, you can respond. It's a. Oh wait, no, you have to whisper it. Never mind. Then yeah. All right, yeah, no, that's him. I kind of like. Maybe not waves over. He's like, all right, we're in the 3rd house. Like, he tells him our location, so that like he can get to us stealthily. And that
Is
we're
there a
looking
window?
for stuff.
Like in
Yeah, so if you give me 1 second. Yeah, so the university, just I do have a slight visual now. We'll go through that in a sec. So the university is kind of like the upper levels where there are more student dorms and kind of like less things are stored there, like that are learning or magical. Those are all in the kind of cliff face, but the university is actually mostly subterranean when it comes to the educational aspects. And you'd have kind of vaguely remembered that from the few passing times you've been around it now. Certainly, Newt, you would know that you hear regular reoccurring voices from the university that all seem like older, stuffy professory types down through what you think are the pipes. And Liza, I think, assumed they came from the university as well. You find yourselves towards the first levels at the moment of the university. It's not quite 1-for-1, but it's, I found a thing. There are several tiers down further into the university. Places that you've broke into at the moment and have met up with Steve are kind of slightly street level, if only a little elevated into the cliff. But I think you guys would kind of piece together as you're easy to get into this part of the uni. This isn't where necessarily things are stored as often. Yeah.
It's looking like down's the way we got to go to find what we're looking for, or at least to make sense of those books, right?
Sage?
Oh yeah, so I thought that was to the party. Yes,
I
that
saw
would
it
be.
too.
Yeah,
All right.
that is the hint from the wind.
Because if I know anything, I know that's where you keep the good stuff.
I'm gonna follow your lead.
Well, all right. First and foremost, sneaky steps. All right, remember, just like I showed you. The stealth roll.
Yeah, if you roll stealth.
Is this group stealth?
I would say Seto is helping you by showing you how to stealth. So I would say that you might not have disadvantage as he did specifically say this is how to do it and then rolled well. So
How did you
yes.
say there?
Sneaky feet.
Sneaky feet. Sneaky feet.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
Also rolling still. Oh no.
Oh, I'm
boy.
I'm being stealthy. Maybe. I don't know if I'm with them yet.
It's real hard for me to be stealthy. I clang around.
You see
Them spurs that jingle jangle.
Minnie imitating you.
Jingle jangle.
If okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's about his stealth roll too. That's fair.
Honestly, it all tracks. I think I'm just missing Steve.
I'm there.
Yep, you're there. You have
Okay.
regrouped
I'm
successfully as a
stealthy. Look at
bird.
me. I'm pretty stealthy.
Hey.
Yeah, with that, I'm going to say, following kind of Seto's lead, Minute is able to stealth relatively well. Walden, I think maybe at this point you're confused at how fast this Newt and Seto seem to be on a similar wavelength, and maybe it throws you off a bit. And Jorg is like assuming this is a linear progression of copying, but seems to do a slightly better job. And Steve, I mean, Steve's half animal half the time, so Steve's gotten quite used to being a slinky guy. As you make your way down the corridors deeper into the university caverns, you kind of check for books. Could Walden, I'd say, could you roll investigation?
Sure thing.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Losing my mind here.
I'm gonna say, it takes you a little bit to do. Yeah.
Just not for this role, but for future. If I'm proficient, that's when I can help with something, especially with investigation. That could be a 2-person thing. I'll Watson.
Oh, okay. We changed the help a little bit because
It's like a.
It's all good. It's all good. So we're not gonna worry about proficiency as much these days. We'll get to that later. It would just announce before, ask if you can, and we'll work it out from there. What I'll say for now is because you guys have come here specifically to investigate, I think Seto would try and help anyway. So I will allow it. So if you want to roll again, because it does make sense.
I'm no sorry. I kind of my brain just kind of like hiccuped.
Oh, that's okay. If you could roll investigation again, because Seto is helping.
Right. Okay, yeah. There
That's
you go.
good.
I'm tired. I did not get enough sleep
Ooh.
last night.
That's
Oh,
better.
I'm sorry to hear.
Way to help.
Okay. With that, I think seeing your first kind of like maybe Walden's a bit confused, like they're kind of like, man, I don't understand what this system is. But Seto, maybe like you show them like the purple dot, the sticker, and they kind of like you together start looking through, like peeking in some more doors. And you find a room where there's a bookshelf that has like a rainbow hue across the top of it. Walden, you'd seen a few different colored stickers, and you think maybe this room is worth looking in. As you get further into the room, you see that this room is mostly library space, and the bookshelves do seem to have like different rainbow hues across the tops of them. Yeah, and everyone in the party would see this as well.
We're in like I assume like no one's around us except the party.
So the stealth rolls went pretty well. So I think the majority of the students wouldn't really notice there being something too odd. I think people are also quite upset at the moment because like the city guard came into the university and took out a professor, Liza, which is normally a fairly like inexcusable offense. So I think people are more focused on other things right now.
So there are other people around, they just haven't really paid attention to us.
Yeah, it's more that they're not noticing you as out of place than like they're not noticing you at all. Although I would say Seto and Newt, they probably haven't clocked as much.
I'm gonna like try to like lead the group to like a more slightly secluded area in this room and just kind of give them a synopsis of like what I saw and what happened when I was not with them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that would be about the vision from Liza, which Steve saw a small piece of paper. It was unclear exactly what was on the corner of the paper, but it was left on a desk. Actually, Steve, could you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes, please.
Wisdom saving throw. Wisdom. So I guess that's all right.
Oh, that's okay. So as you're kind of recounting this like encoded memory that assaulted your vision earlier, it occurs to Steve that like there are still desks within this part of the library. And I think maybe as you say this to the others, you guys start kind of looking around the desks and things. I would like it now, if it was be possible, for everyone to roll. 1 second. I had a plan for this one.
Or what? Sorry.
1 second.
Oh, one second.
It's gonna be initiative, and I'm gonna cry.
It's not. Either Arcana, History, or Insight.
Oh, that's Seximus.
Insight it is. Yeah. I'm smart as shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Well.
George is not.
Jorg is right now.
Jorg is always forever trying his best.
He's just
I
thinking
want to
of-
use Arcana, but I
You got it.
have to use it's. I got a 0 in Arcana, but a +4 in Insight. I got it. You know what I mean? Like,
This doesn't count. But just for shits and grins, I just want to see what this would have been.
you tiddly spriggin' fungal dunk.
And I had a negative value. And I had a negative value on that. That's crazy.
That's so beautiful. I always want to take it just because it's so beautiful.
No, we're sticking with the original.
Fair enough. Yeah, so as you guys kind of like discuss what you found, Stephen Walden, you seem to have the most headway with this. I think Minute, Jorg, and Seto, you guys, I'll be honest, these color changing hues, like it's like dual chromatic almost, some of the rainbows on these shelves. Like I wouldn't necessarily say you're mesmerized, but like there is a fair amount of conversation about what the color purple tastes like, and that conversation continues for a while. Um, I think Seto would probably say about the color yellow being a better taste. It's that kind of combo. However, yeah, Steve and Walden, you are actually able to realize that one of the chairs off the desk is missing.
One of the chairs at the desk is missing.
Yes.
Um,
Most of the chairs are tucked under the desks.
is there like a
I've been like eyeball
desk,
smart.
a chair like knocked over or something? Or is it's just not there?
So yeah, one is not there. So the majority of the desks are completely lined up, whereas one is like just the chair is gone.
I feel like I should look at it, but I feel like I wouldn't. So I'll just look at it. I don't know.
No, I think with your role, Walden, I think you would piece together that the chair was what seemed out of place in the first room you broke into. And maybe it would occur to Walden, I don't know, with that insight that the chair felt left for you to find. Maybe the window was left for you to find as well.
Oh,
And so I think between the pair of you, you do start to look towards the desk. Um,
are there perchance any purple stickers slash books by this desk?
um, you, upon like looking more towards it, you would see on the desk itself there is a small piece of paper,
Oh my God.
which looks like this.
Whoa,
Mm.
the corner.
It's a corner of paper. At the top of the corner, there is a blue dot. On the bottom, in the cornerest corner of the corner, there is a red
Mhm.
dot. And on the right hand side, there is a yellow dot.
Can I look at this space where, like, is there like a obvious space where the chair would go?
Yes, it is obvious that this desk would normally have a chair. And I'm just going to show you whereabouts of the university. You would now be roughly on this level.
Whoa.
Okay. Can I look at like the floor where the chair would sit, like where the chair legs would sit?
Yes. Um,
I want to see if there's any like indentations or if there's anything different about the floor here than in other parts of the room.
yeah. Either investigation or perception, if that's okay. And
I'll
I
take it.
will... Yeah, nice, nice. Okay. What I'd say with that role, you start looking for kind of like traces of where the chair should be, right? Um, you do see scuff marks of where people have like pulled, when you shuffle a chair out from under a desk, but your weight's still on it. You do see kind of like scuff marks into the floor. There's definitely a chair missing here. However, because you've gone down closer to the ground, you notice that this desk seems to have what almost feels like too deep of a bottom to it compared to the height of it.
Oh.
And with a roll that high, I would actually say that you feel like this desk is deeper than the others.
Okay, so if there's only scuff marks on the ground where the chair was, then I am going to then like look on top of the desk at the corners to see if there's like hidden things to like press or if there's like indentations to put stuff on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I won't make you roll again with a 19. I would say as you're kind of trying to further look into this, um, you notice that there seems to be you kind of like trace your finger. Um, Seto had already said that they would be trying to do detect magic and anything suspicious. That was already said. So I would say that you get a haze and Walden's like looking and you manage to uncover what almost feels like a combination arcane lock underneath the desk. It seems to need a 6 number code.
Okay. I see what's going on here.
Well, how about this? We'll go ahead and try. We have we have the yellow and there was a purple. Do we have the red and blue stickers as well?
Don't red and blue make purple?
Right, but my thinking is red, blue, yellow, and then the purple's in the corner that's not shown.
Oh, I know this one. This is paper. It's very
Good
weird
job.
in the sewers.
This is very factual. Thank you for helping. Just in case
It's always
this,
it will always come soggy and wet.
Yeah.
you know, that makes sense.
So we have a book with a yellow sticker on it. Is that correct?
You have so I'm just going to show it again, the handout. This is exactly what you have. This piece of corner paper, and you found a purple sticker stuck to the door frame. Although that could have been left as a hint, you wouldn't know yet the
So
purpose of that.
we have no books, just this corner and a purple sticker.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we don't have the yellow sticker. Somebody mentioned a yellow sticker. Do we see one?
Currently you see the rainbow bookshelf, where there's like the rainbow hues across the tops of these bookshelves, and you have your corner of paper.
I'm gonna turn around and pick up a random book, see if there's a sticker or anything on that book.
I'd say you wouldn't even need to roll really for that, because I mean it's a book you're looking at, and it does have a sticker on it. And I did actually roll to help for that. 1 second, it was a 94. You have a yellow sticker on that book.
Excellent. Are there
There
any
it
sort of
is.
numbers or anything in addition to like a Dewey Decimal System thing, or is it just a sticker?
It's a very specific hue of sticker, and I would say I would say give me either history or arcana.
It is.
Mhm.
It's all right.
That's fine. Walden, because you are from this area, I would say that you aren't super familiar with the university, but you are familiar that some of the teachers have never got along like categorically. And they all have different ideas of how the uni should be structured. You're aware that sometimes the library itself becomes an argument, and so they have been sectioned off at times. Steve, from your history, I would say you're aware that while your village, Grunwall, uses a number coding system, you have heard of places that use an exact hue system to denote where a book should be in the shelf.
So it's just a color.
It's just a color at the moment, yeah. But you would be able to find where that book may belong, and maybe that's a hint.
When you say rainbow, is in the order of the colors of the rainbow?
So yeah, I can tell you this because you're looking at it. The order of the bookshelf is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
So yeah, the rainbow.
Let's
I'm gonna
try to find a red and blue sticker.
I would like to also look for the exact hue of yellow that is on this piece of paper. Just a
Only
similar.
one yellow.
Okay, I would say because you've got this and you kind of put that together, if everyone could roll either perception or investigation, and nice, nice.
We
That's
like
better.
colors. Colors are pretty.
nice.
Good job with the colors, people. I'm glad that we know what colors are.
I love it.
Yellow and red makes orange.
Like we're actually interested in this shit. We're like, and it's blue and which one makes the green? It's the.
I like to
The
think that Newt is genuinely licking these books.
Minute is changing colors to
Mm.
demonstrate his knowledge about it.
Oh,
And now I'm purple.
oh,
now
that
I'm
can
green.
actually help if you can, we can use you to match these tones here and kind of like find out maybe because I think the sticker was a hint. The wind whispered. Um, so if we could find the hue that matches these and then the sticker that matches the hue, that'll be the book that we need to find, maybe? Or do we add all of these colors to find the sticker?
I change into Seto's color.
Yeah, it's a lot right now.
It's kind of bizarre.
He looks like
we need to
antsy. He wants
prioritize
to-
red and blue. We have 2 other stickers. So let's prioritize red and blue. So let's just look through the books that have the red and blue colors on them.
Yeah, fair. A bit of direction is good. I just want something to break open. Right now I'm looking for also Seto in particular, while he's kind of going through these, is looking passive. I don't want to say passively, but just like in passing. Like, no, it's not the color, but maybe this title has something to do with Paith, necromancy, and yeah, those are the 2 that come to mind most. Is like Paith and necromancy.
Yeah, so because your rolls were really good, it doesn't take you guys very long before you find a few books that seem to stand out as exact color matches for this piece of paper. And a 4th that matches the door frame. Newt helps you by changing exact tones, so it makes it a lot easier for you guys to kind of quickly search the bookshelves for the hue. You pull out these books, and give me 1 second because I will need to probably type them. Let me double check this. Yeah. The blue book is called Random Dueling and Attacks. That should say random, but I can't spell. The other one that is red is called Pie and Delights Before Dawn. There's another one called Squares and Blechnals. And another one which is the purple, sorry, that's the yellow, and then the purple is called, I just wrote that earlier, Carmen and Their Trade. These are the books you're able to find that match the piece of paper exactly and the door frame, as you also want to
I
give
don't.
that
Am
one.
am I supposed to know what that last one means? Carm, man. Like I don't know what that means.
It could be a pun. Who knows?
Could be a poem.
It could be a pun. Who knows? I would like to say, it's possible that some of these aren't necessarily in common, but this seems to be a good translation, from what Jorg can help you with. Although Jorg will need to help you potentially, with some of these.
Can you tell me the order of the hues again?
My apologies. Red. Sorry, that's the wrong order. Blue was random dueling, and then red was pie under lights. Oops. And then yellow was squares and Blenchmars.
Okay.
How many? And there were. And on the arcane lock, there were 6 numbers.
It was 6, yes.
I'm already counting the letters in the various books to try to get a number out of them.
I think you're thinking too much.
I think I'm thinking. You know what? All right.
What? I'm completely clueless about purple. I don't know what Carmen in their trade means.
I don't know either.
Could be an anagram or like, hey Jorg, let's see that staff of yours do something. Maybe if maybe we're just not seeing this. Maybe the word isn't something like we readily understand. Because I don't know what the fuck a karma meant. Like, I know what karma is. She's a bitch. But, yeah, and kind of hands you the...
Just point the glaive towards the book and you just hear a shring.
Jorg, could you give me a luck roll, which will be a D100?
Oh, don't...
D100. Oh,
yes,
boy.
please.
Paige, what are you doing to me?
We'll find out.
I just ate half a chair with my butt.
100's are
What are
always
you doing
fun.
to me, Sage? I thought you loved me.
I do. I promise. Nice.
80.
Okay.
Respectable.
You point the glaive towards the books, and you kind of scroll down, and you see a good translation. What I'm gonna say with your luck roll is that you start opening these books to try and see like if there's numbers inside that are more obvious. And it occurs to Jorg by pure luck that although translation-wise, like letters are letters, right? A number that is on every book is a page number. And the page numbers translate in some of these languages as well as the letters on the book pages.
Okay.
Okay.
But I turn to page 2 in random dueling and attacks.
Page 2 of random dueling and attacks. I mean, with Jorg's help, you start reading. There's nothing particularly out of the ordinary. It talks about how it's not a true random duel if a glove is not thrown. Although a duel does still count if the glove is thrown without true notice before dawn. And it kind of is a bit waffly. Whoever wrote this book was clearly not paying attention to the sentence or paragraph beforehand.
Turn. Is there a page 314 on Pie and Delights?
What's
red.
that thing that had the
No.
appendices? Is there something specific in the appendices? we could
Index.
look at? Index. There it is. That's the word. I don't know why that. Yeah, that one.
Some of these books would have an index. Certainly, Pie and Delights Before Dawn would. Carmen and Their Trade would as well. Squares and Bletchnals, but Random Dueling doesn't seem to have an index.
All right. Lonely bitch book. All right. No index.
Random dueling has a color.
Yeah, so the color of the sticker is an exact match for the color on the torn off piece of paper. The corner that's torn off.
Okay, can you repeat that time? The silence made me forget.
Sorry, what?
See, so it's not just me. All right.
Yeah, I think there was like a collective.
Everybody's brains just.
No, I heard some of it and not enough of it.
I guess ultimately we want to look through the index to see if we can find either like specific numbers that pop out or more stickers.
You know what? Why don't one of you help another investigate?
I got a good
And I'll
investigation.
take an investigation roll.
Mine's +4.
I think we have the same. So go.
Okay.
Go. I got a 3.
For a hint.
Oh
on
no,
it.
I got the 3. But we've been working as a good team. Sherlock homing it up so far. So let's do it. I'll
It's
let
true,
it go,
it's true.
Wally. You roll.
All right, cool. I'll roll with advantage. Oh, well.
There's worse
yeah.
things.
So I would say you guys, you're going through the index, you're trying to understand the use of the numbers, and I think it takes you almost longer to work this out than it did to find the books. But you realize that if the page numbers are on all of these books, and there might be a significance to them, then maybe what you're actually looking for is something missing, like the chair was.
The what?
Well,
Oh.
the chair at the desk was missing, and that was
what
significant.
page numbers are missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Everybody take a book. Start flipping.
as you piece that together, you realize that yes, these books are in fact all missing a specific page. And it's almost as if somebody wrote above the page that didn't need to be missing. So there's only actually one on each book that stands out to you, and Jorg, once again with the glaive, translates any that aren't in common or a shared language. As you receive the corners of the page numbers missing being 15 for red, 34 for yellow, and 98 for the blue book, which is the Carmen book and Their Trade, however, does not seem to have a missing page.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
because without it, that's the code. The 6-digit code.
Oh.
Right.
10,
All right,
34, 98.
What's the order of the hues? How do the hues go? The order of the up and
Well, how do you read a book? So I guess it would be blue, red, yellow, right? Like,
No, Roy G. If we're doing rainbow, Roy G. Biv, so it'd be red, yellow, blue.
oh, see, I went like book pattern. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I get what you mean. We could probably try.
I mean, there's only like 10 permutations. Just start
Yeah.
blasting in numbers.
Yeah.
But
Well, we don't know how many
Roy
tries
G.
we get.
Biv first.
Whoa! Let's not get a little hasty and ruin any chance we have. These things can be quite testy, you know.
I
So
know.
let's not just start slamming things and numbering up.
You're a rogue. Check for traps.
That is also true. I will do that. And the sleight of hand was just how fast I was helping. It had nothing to do with anything. It was more just fun for me. Sorry, I meant to not do that after I thought of it. Impulse control.
It's okay.
I am perceptigating.
Perceptigate.
You what I would say is this definitely, like, these numbers would make sense for the 6 digits. And I think for the perception, what I would probably hint towards is this library does seem to have a rainbow, in color order theme.
Fair.
You don't notice there being necessarily a trap on the lock, but it is an arcane lock, so you can't really guarantee that it wouldn't hide itself again. Because that's a good roll.
All right. I'll take that. Thank you kindly. All right. Then yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta be ginger with this thing. I don't know if one wee mess up and the whole thing could like turn inside out and backwards, and we'll never find a way in. And given the whole rainbow of it all, I can't seem to argue the logic of following the way it goes. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue would be, so red, yellow, blue would be my vote.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
I will use that sleight of hand just because it wasn't a bad roll, but also it was rolled. So we'll use it as no point worrying about it. Because there is no trap on a correct code, and the lock does open.
Whoa.
And as the lock opens, it's almost like a bottom panel becomes loose, and you're able to access a hidden drawer.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and
All right, let's
starts
take a look
passing
in.
stuff out.
As you open the drawer, you see very little within it, other than a few incredibly rushed and fishy smelling pieces of paper.
Fishy.
That read as follows. They have given it up. Adventurers used to lead our lands because they could lead our armies. The headmaster is actually Pi Dor. And then it trails off slightly as the paper seems ripped, almost as another note took more importance. And on that other note is the name Ranjul Etherbane. And this, Seto, give me a wisdom save for.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
with my measly +1, I'll take a 15.
Yeah. It's almost like a shudder of fear echoes up your spine. It's a very different feeling to the echoes that you're used to, as this one feels grounded in your body. Although you're not afraid, you realize that you've seen this name before, although when you last saw it, it was etched into the grove where you saw the names of the lichens living within your continent.
Oh boy.
Yeah, literally, just the second that name is said, Seto's like almost like that fear instinct that you can't control. His gun's already out, and like not like pointed, just like security blanket. You know what I mean? Like he's like that name was fucking. It was etched into the goddamn earth in that fucking grove. That's a lich's name.
Okay.
And then he kind of like realizes the gun's out and puts it away.
Um, as you say this, I would like Newt to make a wisdom saving throw.
Everyone's gonna die.
Newt McGroot.
Fantastic.
Late for dinner.
Oh my god! Sorry.
Very
Newt,
good.
you've been very confused as there seems to
Hmm.
be a repeated mentioning of pie recently, a name that you recognize having heard it down the pipes, that was spoken by what you understood to be a goblin. And it's odd to you that there would be a book called Pie and Delights Before Dawn that is about pies, and it seems like the end of this note had about pies as well, but it's spelt differently, and you don't recognize the letter A in the edible pie. And that's just like, well, why are there two types of pie? And why was this goblin talking to a pie? Um, as you realize that the name Pie Dawnsickle that you'd heard in full earlier may be what Liza was trying to leave in her note.
It's pie.
Whoa.
That's different.
Right. So
Do you eat
is
this kind of pie?
is it PAI? Is how is it spelled? Or is it like PIA? PIA. Okay.
I cannot read very good, but this is written very badly. Yes.
We need to keep an eye out for this person, whoever Pia is.
I know who's Pia,
You
or
know?
just heard the name.
I might be dyslexing it. I'll be real. That might be a dyslex moment. It's meant to be pie.
So
It-
PAI?
To me, like pie with an A, I would write that out as PAI, but like it like maybe there's like a way that you're
It's then
PA.
that's what it is. I mean pie. Then I mean this.
Yeah.
No. I like the PIA. It's a silent A. All right.
The
We got a
silent
silent
A.
Y. All right.
know.
Like this, we got a whole fictional language. You don't tell us how it works.
Hey, true.
Sage
Pie
does.
pie.
But
right.
yeah. Oh, so we got some big swinging dicks in here. It seems like.
There's a lot
Um,
of liches connected to this area.
Yeah, that's
Like-
probably why they've stayed in power here so long.
Yeah.
It's probably Brad Langford. Let me get those fucking.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Do it up. Actually, I think this is a good time to be human for a moment. Is that okay?
yeah. Mhm.
Is that alright? I'm gonna be human.
Yeah, if we take a human break.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be human, provided by being human.
Right.
Provided by
Well,
me.
Viagra.
I got a media file or some shit to play, right?
Oh yeah, the music. I'm so sorry. I was distracted by a puzzle.
It's a-
It was always here.
Coswell. Coswell.
There was always music.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I'm proud of you guys. I set up a whole puzzle.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
Yo.
Hey, Beth is here. You want to say hi?
Hey.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind. I'm not messing the stuff up I have set up so for right now. So. She's like, I can't hear anything, so I don't even care. Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
That's exactly what you said.
I like to think that like there are 3 versions of reality for you. There's like the version that happens, the version that you say that helps you, and the version that hinders you. And I don't always know which one you're telling me in satire.
Yes.
I mean-
Maybe that was too much.
No, I'm saying if you find out, tell me.
Like, I don't know. I'll be real. I don't think you know either. But like,
Not most of the time.
it's like not most of the time.
I am in a very good phase of my life. I have to spend more time appreciating that and doing things to ensure that the next phase is just as good or better.
Honestly, fair.
I'm on a real like positive pendulum swing for that the old. Well, anyway, but I'm trying to keep it good. We got all our pots planted. I feel like I've never like cared that much to do that, so I feel like really good about it. Like I did a thing, and I'm gonna rescue a kitten.
Oh, kitty.
Do you know that both me and Rev have simultaneous cat births in ancillary places of our living situation?
Yes, please tell us again.
Please.
Well, but Sage wasn't here, were you?
I was not, but I know about Rev's because they sent a picture, but
Oh.
I didn't know about yours.
Go again.
Under
We like
the
cats.
bush, there's this hole under the side of the building where a cat made a den, and there's like 10 kittens in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bananas. Hey, get back in the tub, you gremlin!
Why aren't there gremlins in D&D?
Honestly, good point. But probably because everyone would feed them after midnight.
Oh,
And
you
what-
mean Mogwai. Alright.
Yeah, gremlins.
I am not sure there isn't, but like I am positive 1,000% there is some homebrew out there. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Are you fans of Doctor Who?
Yes.
I haven't watched anything, but I saw a video of the angels, and I thought that would be an amazing thing for D&D.
Oh, the angels would be
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throws to keep your eyes open.
Well, they're yeah, They are aliens statue. I see homebrew things, but I don't think they work because they depend on that. On I'm not watching them. Yeah, how do you keep track of that? Of players not watching the thing?
You'd have to make elevated Constitution saving
Yeah,
throws.
yeah, that's
I
what I thought. And the homebrew things don't include that. They
Oh,
just say,
well, that would be its whole thing, surely.
yeah, it will be
Yeah.
a
Did
for me, it will
anybody
be a
hear
custom
about
monster.
the D&D one shot that NASA put out?
I did. I sincerely want to look into it deeply. It's like a solar punk one, right? It's fucking cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna link it
No,
to chat because
I
I
didn't
was
know that, but I
listening.
know,
I was like, what?
they put a Spelljammer in subspace
hmm
with a die 20 on it.
No, they've done like a whole, like,
Oh, nice.
I don't know what it'd be called, supplement material. Like they've done a whole solar punk supplement for
Mhm.
NASA. Like, it's really cool.
So not
It's just, like,
Spelljammers,
free.
is it's a whole different thing?
I think it's
shit.
just D&D technically. Yeah.
Yeah, I just linked it.
Oh.
It's like straight up D&D NASA collab.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check that out.
I like the Lego D&D
I
collab
love
they made.
I haven't been checking that out. Is it worth it? You just said yes. So, like, why did I fucking...
No, I mean it's not a D&D thing. It's just a Lego set, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that! Okay, I thought it was a one-shot. That's a whole game system,
It's like
right?
a whole it's like
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
It's
okay,
super
that
weird.
is all, yeah, Three Stooges.
Could I just get a quick roll call on if we're back?
Yeah,
I'm back.
Hello.
Sophia, are you there?
Soza?
Yes, I said hi. I'm back.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Right. I think that's everyone then. There isn't a super load left to go through of the puzzle, but there is a little bit left. So if we go back to finish it off, and if it's okay to end the session once we've got that little bit done, that'd be
I
great.
stopped the puzzle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. You stabbed the puzzle. I'm actually really proud of you guys. You're doing very well.
And while kind of having the books... wait, we gotta... Are we back? I got way ahead of
You're the
myself
one
for
who
a
does
second.
that.
Is
I
the
did-
streaming on?
Oh,
Because then we'd be back.
yeah, hello? Yeah, oh, I think... we're back like we never left?
We
boy.
never left. Oh, we never left?
It
Wow.
seems
We
like
never left.
maybe. I'm a little rusty.
You know what? Absolute vibes. Why not hear about the cats under the houses? Like,
Right.
love that for you.
I'm
Like-
rescuing, okay? Like,
Yeah, look at these motherfuckers taking
Yeah,
care of
that's
my little
right.
kittens,
right?
pussies.
Yeah.
Literally.
No, to be fair, some like of all the conversations we've had in the breaks, this was
Honestly.
the worst.
Like, this is the
Like, we
luckiest
give home to
one to
vagrant
have.
mothers.
like
Right? Like,
wholesome as fuck.
rescuing cats and shit.
These mothers are legit fucking outside of our house birthing.
No,
You
it's
know
true.
what?
Horrible cats.
It's
A
true.
mother we didn't fuck is the cat outside.
This is true.
As much as that's true, I didn't.
So you're in a university
Say.
and you found
Yeah,
some
so-
books.
No, it's university. That's great.
Uh,
Alright. I don't know if this is me being like, I can't believe this, but I gotta, since we're back, I gotta ask.
Rand.
The random dueling and attack cannot, like, a name so
Ran.
close could not be
Boy.
unconnected to
could it be?
Everbane. Could
Sage?
be.
Could have made a pun in the book titles?
No, we're
Who
that's
would have
the one.
guessed?
That's the one.
Fucking Sage, I swear to God.
I love it.
It's almost like Pie
I
and
love it. Oh yeah.
Delights Before Dawn was
I
awesome.
love it. Now we gotta figure out who the fuck a Carmen and a Blankenshire Shangled Blue can. It sounds British as fuck, like something on a shoe.
Dimensionals.
On some
Blanchimals?
Blanchinals.
On the theme of realizations, I believe Walden, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Waldo.
What's happening?
I don't know, but he's
I don't
very
know
excited.
why they'll
Or
just get
shocked.
that shocked as fuck response. There's what's going on here?
I gotta see if I figured it out, but can I say it? Like,
Yeah, it's-
okay,
say
okay.
shit.
The books that we're sent to are the people who are now in the chairs. They're the liches that are in the council. There's a reason that they line up to like pie and random dueling, and like there's got to be some other. There's a reason for it, and these names are that.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Or at least they're 4 liches.
Maybe I don't know. I got very excited, and now
Whether they're
Yeah.
liches or not, these people are definitely in collusion with each other because they made these books to hold the codes for their secret messages. You know?
I mean,
So
or they could just be books that are like that. She's the turtle lady smart. These books kind of like that.
no,
So
I
just
see.
pick them out.
I don't. I think it's more than that because, these specific. It's like the book titles are puns as well. It's not just that these like pages got ripped out. It was like, no, there's these titles feed into it as well. I think like the people because like you would want some way to make sure that like the people you want in this thing have access to the messages, and this would be the way to do that. Like it's based on like so like oh these things are connected to the people, they have access to these messages.
Okay.
not inaccurate either. Fuck.
All right. Well,
So-
let's check out these books.
So with your saving throw, Walden,
Oh, I didn't.
um,
Oh, it was.
with a 9, I will say, you seem really drawn to calm men and their trade. It's odd to you, that although that book is within the library, that sticker wasn't related to the code.
Right.
That's what I'll give you for that.
Oh,
Ooh,
There's something with the purple because we got the purple sticker. There's something going on that there's another thing we can unlock.
you feel, Walden, like whatever the person that relates more to this book, you feel like there's something in your past, your very, very recent past, that may relate to you. And
Can I read the Carmen on their trade book?
yes.
Like what's like what trade are they talking about?
So they're talking about carts, like horse carts, and like the joys of repairing and keeping safe passengers, like in your car, and the whole thing seems to just feel like a philosophical book about carts. And it's kind of odd to you, that someone would feel so much honor towards carts.
all right. Dumb tangential question, probably, but who wrote these books? Like, are they all by the same person? Is Pie and Delights by Pie Dawnscythe?
When it comes to the authors, you kind of go over them, and it doesn't seem like the authors' names themselves have any significance. Like
That's fine. Thank
they
you.
seem to just be people that, some of these books are very, very old.
Gotcha.
Okay. In terms of the how they're talking about the carts in the book, like I'm just trying to think, like I'm thinking like the book is not actually talking about carts. Like it's not like they're not actually it's referring to something else and speaking in coded wording. So like is there any like phrasing that alludes to that, or like this phrasing doesn't fit for a cart at all?
Um, I would say that it's odd to you that it's more philosophical than it is about carts themselves, and it's almost like the calmness and honor and duty that the author feels towards their trade.
Okay. All right. Theo, I'm gonna say that the cart being a soul, I'm gonna say it's probably not true.
Oh no, not a
Uh,
soul. Sorry, that was just I'm thinking out loud. I meant like soul carrier, like the like a body. Yeah, I couldn't delete it.
I'm gonna drop a hint from the wind. Did anyone take any notes during the Warford factory?
I wasn't there.
I believe I took some.
I don't have any written notes, but I have some memory of what happens.
Chest
What,
looks miscellaneous. Earthquake.
who is
Plan
the
long-term.
that guy?
The guy that said never wanted to be chair of honor anyway, or to be
Or
fair,
something like that,
and then I shot him in the face.
Was
Yeah.
his name Blenchino Square McTin?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to talk. His name kind of sounded like.
Didn't have like a name tag.
It just said supervisor.
Oh,
I mean, like, we didn't end up asking his name because we killed him immediately.
This is
So we don't know. But yeah, I was thinking like, I don't
what's the
know.
name of that professor or whatever that was doing the experiments?
Well, that is a character that I do know. I have a note about that because that's related to my direct backstory. Where is it? But that his name's not Carmen. It's well, I guess I didn't put his first name. I just put his last name, so it could be Carmen. That's what it's Dr. Naskilla is the person who made the Walden line in general.
I'm gonna just take a second and focus my keen mind on any names or people that I've seen in the past month and who could potentially be like a Carmen or a Square or anything that would maybe be a thing. I'm just gonna rack my brain.
You have keen fucking mind.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, with clean mind, as you guys kind of go through this, and Weldon tells you about hearing about a chair of honor, being and maybe that this Carmen person, was the chair of honor. Um, it occurs to you that one of the mentionings about them was that they were dead, and that the chair of honor had been murdered, and so that they were no longer a part of the chair system, and that the chair of honor right now was a blank space within the council, and that Carmen being the chair of honor and being outside of this group kind of makes sense to you.
Gotcha.
Uh,
And I think
Carmen.
Walden, having like skimmed through this book a little and getting the idea that this person is speaking about a philosophical honor, that maybe Carmen would not have become a lich, and maybe it's something they would have refused or tried to expose.
all right.
Sounds like I'm on the right track with my brain.
Does seem like that was the guy, and now he is dead.
I would like to point it out. I had permission to kill that guy. It was the slave next to him that I didn't have permission to kill. Just, I'm not helping myself.
It's okay.
Who could square Blatchnell be?
Um.
An anagram for Brad Langford. I'm not messing all that out.
There's no F.
Well, then get the F out of here.
Right.
I'm unwell, folks.
Okay, so we've gone through the entirety of the desk. We've done the desk stuff.
hmm
Is there anything else in the room that we need to like look through?
You know what? Roll me investigation with a D6 inspiration.
Ooh,
Because you guys are doing really well with the puzzle.
thank you.
Nice. That would be a really high roll then. That's still a really high roll. What I'll say is, something that starts to occur to Walden is there's only so many colors in the color spectrum, right? There's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And the three specific colors taken would be 1, 3, and 5. my apologies. However, within the visual identified colors, there is a 7th color that is not within the light spectrum, that is within the pigment spectrum. And that color is magenta.
Okay. Okay.
They're like pink. Pink is not a true light color, it is a pigment color.
Right. So we've got information about people 1, 3, and 5, but then there's 2, 4, 6, 7 that we still don't know anything about.
I think with your investigation, it stands to reason that the 7 would be the one you're most interested in.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll look through magenta books.
You realize that within this section of the library, because it is based on a chromatic rainbow, there aren't pink books within this part of the building. I'm sorry, I'm starting to have a bit of a throat thing. I think having found these books, I think you'd probably take the ones you found with you and start now with purpose looking deeper within the university. I would like you all to roll a stealth roll as you start to look for a different section potentially. For fuck's sake.
What? Man.
What is it supposed to be with advantage?
No, I'm just gonna do this.
The sneaky feet.
You could use your pass without trace. Okay, so everyone else puts 10. That's fine. Yeah.
Bless.
Honestly, probably for the best.
36.
George did get a 1, so
That's 16, 20, 36, and 12.
And I didn't roll yet, but
Unless, well,
Org.
yeah. Oh, wait, it's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. You start to notice that although before you weren't gaining much attention as people were, concerned with themselves, now you've actually got books in hand and are leaving a section and seem to be heading deeper and not toward the reading rooms. You see a few quizzical looks. No one seems to be bothering you yet. Some of you, again, move without really being seen at all. But you seem to catch the attention of one or two of the students as you head deeper into the university. As you head in deeper, the air seems to be, and you would notice this, the air seems to be more humid the deeper you go in. And as you kind of look in briefly to see if there's a more color-coded system, you reach an area where there is once again bookshelves, and this time, rather than them having colors as a labeling system, it seems to be patterns. Could I have a however, all of the patterns, for clarification, are magenta, inscribed ink on the spines of the books.
Whoa.
Could I have an investigation roll with help from whoever's doing that together?
We've been doing really good as a team, so Wally,
Okay.
let me
So-
be the Holmes to your Watson.
All right.
One
I'll work on
question is
Yep.
a bit out of character because I don't think many would know anything about this.
Mhm.
Could colors be related with a School of Magic?
Um,
Oh, and
they
I'm a sorcerer,
certainly
I wouldn't
can
think
be, but I don't think that that's necessarily what the other books were about. But this could be what these books are about.
Because there are, I've seen 8 schools of magic,
Yeah.
and there are 7 colors plus 1.
No, there were 6 colors plus 1, magenta being the plus 1.
Isn't 7 the rainbow?
There's 7 in the rainbow, but there's 6 in this filing system.
Oh, I mean 7 from the rainbow plus magenta. I don't know,
Maybe I'm
just
misremembering.
throwing
Maybe I'm
stuff.
It's a good line of thought, the idea of schools of magic. Maybe that's something in the back of Newt's mind. 14. Cool. Yeah. You head in and you see the ink on the spines of these books. The patterns seem to mostly be in dots. Some of them are, and I will draw it out for the sake of clarity. Some of them are in cross shapes, like this. Some of them seem to be more like that, and some of them seem to be like this.
Right, 2, 3, 4.
Oops, that was the wrong button. As you look through the different spines, you do start to see a section that is almost all a very similar pattern to the pattern on the notes.
Oh,
Where the
I'm looking.
dots
We're looking for a left side
are aligned.
right triangle, like that one, that last one right there. We're looking for that bits.
Hey.
Look for that bits.
Jorg, I would like you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Hello?
Yeah, could you do a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw, you got it.
Yes, please.
Wisdom is you got this, bros. Come on. Hey, that's not bad. That's better than
It's-
average.
It has been.
No, that's technically exactly average.
Jorg, I think because you've grown so accustomed to using your glaive to decipher languages, you come up with the idea to hold the glaive against every spine of the book at once and just peel your way down until something makes sense to you. Maybe maybe it's because you're so used to the people calling on you to do it first that this time you want to take initiative. And you notice there's an odd word on one of the spines of these books with the three dots.
Right.
And the name is hold on one second. Right, this is right. Right, there we go. I've typed it out. As you put your glaive down it, you see that the author's name is translated to square blench. And it's interesting to you because the original translation, like the original language, looks like this, and it says square blench. However, using the glaive, you do see a slightly different version. And you pick this out for the others.
Well, obviously, I have to let the group know that there is a different translation on the spine of this book. I point it out to everyone, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean that lines up with the yellow, which is squares and blench novels.
Oh,
Square blanches. Quar,
Yeah.
Blanchy.
that's the author, however, just to be clear,
Oh.
that's
This is the author.
that's
The
the
only
author.
author we were able to distinguish.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
To be
And is
specific.
that's the author
Give
of
a
all of
flippity
these?
flip.
no, just that one.
Just this one. Okay, then
that
we'll read
one.
through this one.
Okay. And to be clear, the name of this book is Frustration and Rivers, which apparently I can't spell frustrations. So I'll be real, you might have to get the dyslexic version of that, but no, it's meant to say frustrations. And the fact it doesn't, I think it. Oh, it was an extra tray, huh?
Yeah, just a full extra one in there.
Frustrations. I mean, it's very frustrating.
Hey, I feel it. Yeah, so that's the name of this book, but the author, however, stands out to you as that is the name of the author.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's read through this book real quick, see if we can get any info from it.
Okay. I'd say that Jorg, you would be rolling investigation with help, because you're needing to translate this book.
Okay, that works out.
Mhm.
1 second. It's
I got this,
investigation.
Boyle.
Fucking hope so.
Literally, that glaive you're holding is a key to every book in here. Now, that's not even like being like.
Valen, I'm gonna get the everlasting shit out of you.
Well, you know, Goliaths and reading. You know, I don't want to make assumptions.
You have another roll. You get advantage. So
By the gods, Seto. It's better.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, as you're looking through, I think the whole group at this time, apart from maybe Newt, who has now started to try and understand the taste of magenta, is peering over this book. Magenta, by the way, I believe would be a pickled red cabbage taste. And you start to realize that this book is specifically about astral plane warlock patrons. And it seems to be about the frustration of getting energy from the astral plane. It talks about how much of a one-way siphon it seems to be, and the author seems pretty excited by what they've found so far. This book is quite old. And it strikes you as odd that the title would be worded that way, given the contents of the book.
Nations and rivers. I mean,
Rivers of Tears.
I get it. I mean, there's issues with rivers and plains. And they're trying to go through plains to fix stuff. Like, I threw something in the past. So I get it. They're being frustrated about rivers. Square Blanche. It seems like all of these, or at least a handful of these itches, are very frustrated about the lack of liquids, and it's screwing up the Badlands and all that jazz, and they're banding together to try to figure out what the fuck's going on and fix it. But like, in a like shitty undead way.
You sense something in the wind feels correct about that. And we will
Yeah,
end
see
the
that?
session there.
Hey,
All right.
look at the brain on this guy. That's fucking awesome. Hell
What
yeah.
happens when you almost jump through a time portal?
It's true.
Hey,
That did almost
that-
happen.
that ain't over. Yeah. So
I would have
this
did
has
it
been-
too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
That's also sure. Okay.
Yeah, this has been a hell of bones.
Yeah. And
Remember to not fuck your mother and fuck other people's.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, not your own. Others. Very basic rule. Yeah,
Basic
life
rule.
happens in every direction. So let's roll with the 1s and 20s. And
Wait, was that it? We did it?
and
You
go,
I win?
Go fuck some
Yeah.
others. Yeah.